what sort of returns is the bot making?
There are months where it can make like 1-2%, so not much. That's usually when the trading activity is not very strong on markets. There is consolidation of prices for longer time periods and similar events. But there are also months which, like the record we did was 60% in 1 month. But that's pretty rare. It doesn't come very often, but one time per year usually we have month like this. And average, I would say, between 5 and 10%. It highly matters on what crypto we are trading with.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
The Keystone wallet is the wallet that you want to be using to keep your crypto safe. Whether you are a Bitcoin maxi or an altcoin lover, it is perfect for you. Easy to use, 3 secure elements, and integrates easily with MetaMask, Kepler, and dozens of other extension wallets. Get one now to keep your crypto safe and secure. Go to bit.ly/CryptoRichKeystone. Hey, Christoph, thank you so much for making yourself available. You are the CEO of PLLD, which is a crypto project that launched in March 2025, and we're going to be finding out more about it. Do you want to start by saying what does PLLD stand for?
PLLD, and at first, like, hello, nice to meet you.
Hi.
PLLD stands for Palladium.
Palladium. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a project that has been in development for 2 years. And prior developing Palladium, we were just a trading company where we use like multiple strategies like arbitrage, triangular arbitrage, pending order arbitrage, and like some other techniques to like secure profit in given moment on the market without risking much. Yeah, this is in development.
Christoph, hold on a second. So what's the website address?
PLLD.net.
PLLD.net, and I'll have the links in the description below. And I do want to remind people, I want to let people know that nothing that I say or Christoph says should be taken as investment advice. You got to do your own due diligence. Check this project out as you would any other investment. Make no guarantees of any returns whatsoever. Okay, so that's important. So PLLD.net, you've been going for a couple of years, and you've been doing arbitrage trading. And what people, if you don't know what arbitrage trading is, so let's say you buy Bitcoin on one exchange where it's cheaper, and then you take it very quickly to another exchange and you sell it where it's more expensive. And then you're making a little bit of difference. The profit is the price difference. And let's say that's $10. You do it enough times, then you're accumulating the $10.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've been doing arbitrage trading for a couple of years, developing this project. Okay, so please carry on.
Yeah, and the arbitrage trading bots we started developing almost 5 years ago. At first, we were allowing access to private investors, mostly friends and family in the beginnings. And after some time, we got to the point that we decided in order to upscale it, we need more liquidity to cover more markets, more pairs, and essentially make more profit. And because of that, we decided to make Palladium token, which is sort of utility token, and by owning it, like the user get access to the arbitrage directly in form of coordinated buybacks.
Right. If I can stop you, right, because I want to break it down. Thank you so much for this. All right, now, so for 5 years you've been trading with this bot that you designed, not 2 years, like I said earlier. And is it just crypto you've been doing? Because you can also do arbitrage with gold and silver and derivatives and currencies.
Yes, we've been only focusing on crypto.
Okay. Okay, and how have you been doing it? With which exchanges?
At the moment, Poloniex, Gate.io, and OKX stands like to find the most trades. People can also see on our website there is like preview of latest trades that we are making, and In total, we are on like 10 exchanges, like HTX, Kraken, and a couple more. And basically, yeah, we are moving the funds where the possibility to make profit is, because it's changing as the market is changing. Yeah, basically, as I was saying earlier, the more liquidity we have, the more pairs we can cover on more exchanges without need of moving the funds, paying fees for moving the funds, which is like eating from the profit, as we can like simply rebalance, like buy, let's say, with 0% or slightly negative like outcome of the trade, but then we can use it to trade it for profit again. Yeah, this is the thing with the scalability and the profits which are being collected by this arbitraging, and not only, as we have more strategies in place, like this triangular arbitrage I mentioned. The profit is being used on market. We are doing buybacks. We don't announce the buybacks before doing them because it might just like attract speculators that will just buy it before and sell it right after.
Right.
So the buybacks we are kind of not announcing, but we are announcing them after they are done. Plus, we have Treasury Wallet. It's also on our website. You can click; it will take you to Etherscan, and there you see like all the transactions. And the Treasury Wallet is used to store the funds, which were the tokens, which were bought back. And once it's in the wallet, there will be like this DAO staking DAO feature, which will allow like the holders of Palladium token to decide what will happen with the funds from the treasury. There is this treasury wallet, which is being used to store the tokens which are bought back from the market by the profits generated from algorithmic trading, which we are making. And this way, we are distributing the value of the algorithmic trading directly to our user base without any need from them to like actively engage with like some of our dashboards or like they don't need to basically do anything in order to profit from this arbitrage and algorithmic trading. It's like
okay. So then, just to explain this, because I have people who watch my videos who are, they understand crypto, they've been in the market for a while, and then there are others who are still no coiners. Can you believe this, Christoph? Right? And they may not know about how this works. So let's say there are actually, what is the total market supply for PLLD?
Total supply is 100 million of token.
100 million tokens in the marketplace, the total
Yes.
supply. And let's say I have 1 million, and then the bot is making a profit. So then the bot then goes to the marketplace without announcing it to the public and buys 10 million of those PLD tokens, puts it in a particular wallet that people can go and check and see for themselves. And because you've reduced the supply, then the value of the 1 million PLLD that I hold will go up. Unless, how do I know that the tokens that are in the treasury wallet aren't going to get released? You're not burning them, are you?
No. At the moment, we are making smart contract, which will store the funds in the wallet, so it will be easily. Anyone can easily check it on chain after, and anyone that knows like blockchain expertise can also check the smart contract and like see that we cannot move it without the community consent. And yeah, we will be launching this smart contract, this feature in near future. At the moment, it's like wallet where we just send the tokens and yeah, like not move them.
Right. But now burning, for people who don't know, is there is this, because these are ERC20, they're on the Ethereum blockchain, yes, these tokens?
Yes.
So there is a wallet address which is OX00000000, and if you can find it on Etherscan. And what happens when tokens are burnt is they get sent to that wallet, and nobody has the private key. So you can sit, there's hundreds and millions of dollars worth of crypto in that wallet that just goes in and never goes out. So why not just send them to that wallet? Then it's burnt, it's gone. What's the point of keeping them?
Yeah, the point is that we are not inflationary token. There is max supply of 100 million, and it will never go over that. And by burning token, maybe we will shift like the approach in the future. But at the moment, we see it as basically wasting money because the token can be reused within the ecosystem, basing on the community governance, and we can use it to grow the project more.
Okay. And then the arbitrage trading bot, you do all the trading, or can token holders get access to the bot and use it themselves?
At the moment, the trading is on our side, and as written in our roadmap, we are preparing the bot dashboard for everybody. And it will work in a way that if they own some Palladium, they will send it over to our platform at the Web3 platform at this plld.net. And they can deposit their own crypto, or they will be able to deposit their own crypto, let's say Bitcoin, Ethereum, because they might not want to sell it. So they just want like to earn profit or interest on their crypto. So they can deposit any pair we are trading with. It will show the last performance on given pair in over, let's say, last 7 days, last week, last 7 days, last month, and so on. And yeah, once the person want to actively engage with his crypto, he can sort of stake, not really stake, but like lock the crypto with us. We will like spread it among exchanges. Our bots will play with it, and he will get real-time preview of how much, for example, his Bitcoin grew. How many more Satoshi he has if we are like trading with Bitcoin of given person.
Right. Now, just something very important there for people to bear in mind, because the PLLD token I can hold in my wallet. I don't need to do anything with it, and I've got the keys. There's no counterparty risk. There's no risk that the exchange will get hacked or you'll run off with the funds or anything like that, right? Or there'll be some bug in the smart contract or whatever. So there's that value. But if I put it in an exchange, and people do, I got some crypto in an exchange because I do a little bit of trading on the side. There is that risk, so people need to be aware. Do not put in any more than you can afford to lose. What sort of returns is the bot making? The low returns and the high returns and the average?
Yeah, there are months where it can make like 1-2%, so not much. That's usually when the trading activity is not very strong on markets. There is consolidation of prices for longer time periods and similar events. But there are also months which, like the record we did was 60%, in 1 month. Yeah, but that's pretty rare. It doesn't come very often, but 1 time per year usually we have month like this. And average, I would say between 5 and 10%. It highly matters on what crypto we are trading with. So, for example, the value which is distributed from the buybacks is basically all crypto altogether, because it's like the crypto the trading company is like using to make profit. But if somebody will want to use the direct arbitrage, there, if he deposits like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and let's say some other coin, it's then possible that he will make high return on Bitcoin, but he will make small return on Ethereum at some given month, right, as it's shifting the markets.
Okay, all right. And then you must have a formula for the buybacks, like after a certain measures are reached, then you decide to buy a certain amount. And is that formula public, or is it just something that you keep a hold of, you and the team?
Yeah, it's for the moment it's in-house, the formula, and basically the formula works in a way that yeah, when we collect some good amount of profit from the trading, we just wait with the funds, yeah. And if somebody starts like selling the token heavily, we are able to support the price with these funds. And if there is no sell-off activity, we are just collecting the profit as time goes, and deciding like when to buy basically on market conditions.
Right. Now, I know that you trade only on Trade Ogre,
Yes.
and it listed in Trade Ogre on March 2025. If I remember correctly, it was 0.007 of a dollar, so seven-tenth of a cent of a penny. And today we're recording on Monday, the 7th of July. It's about 84, 85 cents. I looked on CoinGecko.
Yes, at the moment it's like 90 cents.
90 cents, okay. Well, that from March to 0.007 tenths of a penny to 90 cents from March to July. That's not too bad. That's really no complaints whatsoever. Okay. And you say you support the price.
Yes, we are actively supporting the price, but that was needed mostly in the beginning because lately the market is getting quite strong by itself, and we have many people entering on these high-level prices and buying thousands of dollars worth of token like randomly off the market. So yes, and also we executed multiple buybacks already since the launch. Actually, in our white paper, it's or in our initial idea, we wanted to do 4 buybacks per year, but yeah, as people can see, we launched on March 19, and by now we already did I think 4 or 5 buybacks. We need to verify to tell you exactly, but like 4 or 5. And yeah, and if anybody wants to basically understand why the price of the token is growing so much, they can check on our website the white paper, as there is like clearly described how the token is designed to grow in value over the time.
Right, okay. And well, if you're buying back, because I know BNB, which launched in, I think, middle of 2017, and it was 10 cents. I don't know if they still have them now, but they were doing quarterly buybacks. And one BNB is over $600 now. It's done very, very well. Okay. All right. So then, but then what's the guarantee that you're going to keep to the formula, that you won't change the formula, or you won't do additional buybacks to, I don't know, rush the price up to $10, $100, and then off you go to the Maldives or somewhere with a bag of tokens?
Yeah, the thing is that these buybacks, we use profit generated from the arbitrage trading, and it's like everything is one big process, I would say, and it's not in our. I mean, it's not good for us if we would rush the price up, as it might generate some selling pressure from early investors, let's say. And yeah, with buying back, we are mostly focusing on supports. So the market takes the token to some levels, and at the moment we are supporting to not fall after this happens. And I think it's not like the best for a market maker to be creating like the buybacks to drive price up like significantly, because it can create like huge volatility on the market, and in general it's yeah, not good to drive price too much up without like proper support to hold it as well.
Sure. Okay. And can I ask you, Christoph, when did you first get into crypto?
I got in crypto was 2010, I think 2010 and 2000.
Oh, I don't meet many people who were in before me, right? So I got in January. I knew about Bitcoin. I came across it at some point in 2012, but didn't get any Bitcoin till January 2013. My shame, right? Okay, so then, am I right in assuming, given that you've been here since 2010, you understand that patience pays in the crypto space? This is a long-term game.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So you got the arbitrage bot, and you said you've got, and I've looked on the website, you've got other stuff that you're developing. Let's go through those.
Yes, so there are two more major milestones which we will be releasing this year. One of them is swap, which is like basically trading. People can come and swap their crypto for a small amount of like fee. We will be also using our bots connected to all the exchanges to provide liquidity and to make the swap as quick as possible. It's also everything described in the white paper. And the most, I would say, exciting release, which will come later this year, is a real estate NFT platform. Where we already purchased first real estate, which will be like split into NFTs and then distributed among holders, like people that own Palladium can buy the NFT. Or even if they don't hold Palladium, they can buy it directly with USDT or any other crypto. So, they don't need to like be part of Palladium in order to have some of the NFTs. And the NFT will work in a way that we are also working with a legal company now to make some anchor into the registries of owners of the properties, as it will be our company, which is behind the Palladium network project. And we want to also make some assurance for the people, for the NFT holders, that the NFT actually means something, that it's not only some promise that they have share of some property. So this is very important factor which we are working on now. And as we are based in Czechia, which laws are very open for crypto, and it's very crypto friendly country. We are working on basically making the NFT anchored in the legal.
Right. Okay, that's good. So you're in the Czech Republic, and the NFTs, let's say when you launch these, I could buy an NFT which would give me, say, proportion of a property, and it'll not just the NFT, but it'll also be backed by the sort of strict regulatory framework
Yes.
the Czech Republic provides. We're not talking about an underdeveloped nation with a poor legal structure. The Czech Republic has a very good legal structure. So there'll be the NFT plus the legal framework. Then what? I receive rental income proportionate to my ownership, or you sell the property, or both? How does that work?
Yeah, there are both of the things you mentioned are correct. It will be managed in a way to make most profit. I have already experience in running and renting buildings since like 10 years ago, and also other members of the team know about real estate also, and how to drive like the profits up. And basically our model will be to buy the property as cheap as possible, to have if we decide to sell it later on, to have like big profit margin only from this transaction. And at the same time we will be renting the properties, either long term or short term, depends on type of property and allocation of the property. So in the beginning we are aiming for like cottages in mountains, some apartments in center of Prague, for example, like very touristic area. And and we will be basically renting, and we are also considering about adding the DAO governance there, that the people can decide what will happen with property if they have like part of it, similar like with the treasury. And if the property for some reason will not be generating like enough profit per month, if there won't be enough people renting it, or there is any other issue, we will want to sell it. And basically when we sell it, the profit difference that the people paid when purchasing the NFT will be distributed among them in stablecoin, probably, or Palladium. We are not completely sure yet how the distribution will work. And the NFTs which they will have, they will burn them, and in exchange they will get either stablecoin or like Palladium for it. So if the property is sold, the NFT cease to exist, and people can redeem it for USDT.
Okay, and where are these properties? In the Czech Republic or anywhere?
At the moment, only in Czech Republic, because as I said, we are working on the legal structure, and it only applies for Czech Republic. So if we want to go into more countries later on, we will need to create sister companies in given country and work on the legal framework, and then we can add more regions.
Okay, and when are you expecting to launch that?
We didn't much think of that yet, because at this moment it's important for us to be securely set in the Czech Republic, and to have all the system legally binded and working, to have full SPV. And once we have that, we can expand into more regions, more countries.
Okay, and then people can keep up to date through your Telegram and also your X, and get involved and keep up to date that way, and also check this project out and do their own due diligence. And I imagine with the NFTs and the rental project, it's quite an undertaking, because you got to make sure that you're doing it all properly through the appropriate regulatory channels. And I assume also people will need to do KYC, those sorts of checks later on.
Yes, in order to engage with the real estate NFT, KYC will be needed. Yes,
right, but not with the arbitrage bot. Okay,
no,
just buy the arbitrage, do your own due diligence, buy the token, keep it in your wallet, and then see. No guarantees. Okay, don't put in any more than you can afford to lose. And then I want to go back to, actually, is there anything else on the NFT we haven't covered?
No, I think.
Right, now I want to ask you about the swap function, the swap feature. There's Uniswap, and there's Osmosis Dex, and there's Pancake Swap, and then there's Change LE and Swap Zone. Why do we need another one? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, well, our swap will not be working as Pancake Swap or Uniswap. Our swap is rather quick and cheap way to exchange crypto, and it doesn't work with liquidity pools and stuff like that. It rather will be just another arbitrage trade. So
okay. Like Change LE or Change Now in that regard, because they're liquidity pools. They go in the back end. They're going to different exchanges, getting the best price, and then you choose, right? Yes. And then also they're cross-chain that way, because I can go from an ERC20 to Solana meme coin or Bitcoin or something. We already have those. Why are you doing one?
Well, also to provide access to easy access to our arbitrage bot. For example, if somebody will see that we are making good profits on Ethereum at the moment, he would need to withdraw from our platform, put it on exchange, sell it, for example, Bitcoin, sell it for Ethereum, send it back to our platform and stake it again. But, well, not stake, but lock it again into the arbitrage. And we just wanted basically to get rid of this problem for our users, where they need to transfer into multiple ecosystems and spend time and also transaction fees. So in that manner, they will be able to do it exactly on our platform. So the idea behind it was to bring easiness to usage of our services, basically.
Right. Okay. Okay. And then will you be making any profit from the swap bot, which will go into the profit pool?
Yes, there will be for sure some small fee, and the fee will go to treasury as well, if it will be in Palladium, and if it will not be in Palladium, it will be used also as funding capital to initiate buybacks on our markets.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to let us know about the project that we haven't covered?
At the moment, I cannot think of anything.
I just thought a couple of things, right? So one is how DAO work, and that this is the token is ERC20.
Yes.
What you like your users to pay expensive gas fees? Why not Solana or Polygon or something like that, or Cosmos?
Yeah, well, Ethereum had like an update a couple months ago, and they managed to drop the transaction fees quite a lot. So
It's true.
now it costs about 20 cents to $1, depending on the network load, to send transaction. And back then it was like $30, $40.
Do you remember? Do you remember CryptoKitties in 2017?
Oh yeah.
$100 for an Ethereum transaction? Are you kidding? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And also we decided to use Ethereum because it's like second biggest blockchain, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment. And yeah, it's one of the oldest. It has a very big like developer base and community also. We like the way how the smart contracts work on Ethereum, and we were like confident to choose it in because of this, that it's like the biggest basically.
Yeah. It has network effect. Like Bitcoin, it's been tried and tested, and it's robust, and it hasn't disappeared like some of the other. Well, not the ones in the top 100, but there are. Well, it's just robust. It's not going anywhere. Okay, all right. And then how will the DAO work?
The DAO will work in a way that the user need to own token on their wallet, and then they come to our platform, and there will be on the page where is now DAO Treasury, there will be another section which will allow the voting. And the user needs to connect wallet. Our platform checks how many tokens he has. Then it will be also crucial for given voting to see how many people are in the voting and how many tokens are there totally. And so, for example, if somebody has 1,000, if the whole tokens which are voting is let's say 100,000 tokens, and some person has 50,000 tokens, and he will vote in some way, his vote will basically give 50% choice to what he's voting for.
Right.
Yeah, and if there is another person with 10,000 tokens and he will vote for the same decision as the one with the 50%, majority, like more than 50 like token holders that are in the voting, basically means that they decided for what they voted for.
Okay, all right. So, okay. And then when will the DAO be ready, or when will it set up?
We will be launching that in like next month. We are planning. At the moment, we are finalizing staking. Yeah, it's not launched yet, but I think by the time your video launches, it will either be launched already or it will be coming out. And with this staking, we are also going to like bring more attractivity to the Palladium and to the platform, and hopefully get people more engaged and for long-term investment. And
Okay, all right. So that will launch very soon, and we're recording this on Monday, the 7th of July. For people who don't know what staking is, proper staking is you hold the coins in your wallet, and that helps keep the blockchain secure. Just like with Bitcoin, you hold the coins, and the miners do all that work. It's a proof of work coin. Proof of stake is you hold the coins or the tokens, and then that keeps the blockchain secure. But we're talking ERC20 token here. So it's not really staking, strictly speaking, but how does it work?
Yes, you are correct. It's not staking in a way that it's being used to secure the blockchain, as that's Ethereum jobs and not ours. But we have some reward pool set, which is like then calculated by how many tokens the user stakes or locks. And he will get from the reward pool after the staking is finished. And it's like initiative from our side to like reward our true holders and long-term holders, and also to make like the ecosystem more like stable with some part of the tokens being locked. We already have like news from our VIPs and the early investors that they are planning to stake between 80 to 100% tokens, each of them.
Wow. Wow. And then what sort of rewards will they be getting?
There are 4 plans. One is for half year, and that's 0.4% API. Then it's 1 year lockup period, that's 1% API. 2 years lockup period, which is 2% API, and 3 years, which is 3% API.
And the rewards are paid out in PLLD?
Yes.
Okay. Now those are low rates for locking, because Solana I think pays more, Ethereum pays more. Why would somebody want to do locking PLLD?
Yes, it's low. That's true, but it also goes hand in hand with how the ecosystem is done. That there are like limited supply of the tokens. It will never be more. And yeah, we believe that over the years or over the time periods that people will stake for, the token will significantly grow in value, and in the end they will still have even though it's small API, in dollars they will be very happy. And
as you're talking, Christoph, I'm just working through the sum. So let's say I have 100 PLLD. And it cost me 70 cents because I was smart enough to buy them in March. And then I'm going to get, let's say 1%, and it's paid out in PLLD. But now PLLD is worth 90 cents. Oh, okay. So that can be quite significant. And it's worth that much because of the support that the buyback is causing. Understood.
Yes.
Okay. And then the tokens that are locked, do they stay in my wallet, or do I have to lock them into another platform? Is there a counterparty risk?
No, they will be in smart contract, which is also which will be shared on our website. Anybody can check it, and it will be also visible on Etherscan with all the events like stake, unstake, claim, reward. And they will not be like in your wallet directly, and they will be in the smart contract. But basically, this is how the other projects are doing as well. But the difference is that they have native wallet. So from their native wallet, they can directly communicate with the smart contract and show people the statistics. So it will be done exactly the same way as others do it, but in the early phase, people will need to check on either blockchain, or they will connect the wallet to our platform, and it will show them detailed statistics.
Understood. And I can get it because say if people are, I'm doing this with Kepler. I'm staking Atom and Osmo and Injective. They're staying in my wallet. I'm just connecting them to the staking platform.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a similar setup to the smart contract for staking. Understood. Okay. Now you said the VIPs. So how is this all being funded?
By VIPs, I meant early investors,
right?
Which are mostly like solvent people from TradeOrder that discovered the token when it was like in the lows, when it was new. And some of them engaged with us and kept supporting until this point.
Okay. They were lucky enough to find this project in the early days in March or whatever, and they had looked at it. Okay, but in funding, where are you getting the funding from anyway?
Actually, we started. Our starting budget was $600. If I don't calculate the work, the years of our time that we spent like working on this, and we didn't do any marketing as of until now. We just basically ran the coin and were delivering on roadmap and what's written in white paper. Like in the beginning, nobody cared, but then some people came, and it started like rolling.
Right. Okay. And how are you going to get the word out for more people to find out?
At the moment, I think interview like yours might give us some publicity. Thank you for hosting us. And we will just continue with spreading the announcements on forums, on X, on our social media. We also have Medium, where we are actively posting like technological articles, not only about Palladium, but about crypto in general. and yeah, we are speaking with more exchanges, but at the moment is not priority for us to get listed anywhere else, as TradeOgre is more than enough in regards of like customers and users. Yeah, and to your question, how we plan to market it more, I would just say that we will continue doing what we are doing until now, what we were doing.
Well, yes, and like slow and steady. So that's what I get. You know, I think as the price went from 0.007, so seven tenths of a penny, up to 90 cents in about 3-4 months, people will notice. People will notice, and then you'll get more followers on X, and hopefully this video will help you. Although I did say to Kevin, I'm shadow banned on YouTube, and also the other thing, Christoph, is that Bitcoin is boring right now, and altcoin season hasn't started. You know, Bitcoin is just going sideways, so people aren't. You know, my family and friends, they're probably waiting for Bitcoin to get more expensive before they buy more Bitcoin. And altcoin season hasn't started yet. Oh my gosh, when that comes, should it come this time, it'll be good. Okay, now
Yes.
I looked on your website. I couldn't find any details of the team.
Okay.
So how do I know that you're real? That this is not copy and paste?
Yes, you can verify by on the About Us page on the website. There is company with registration number and address. The company which is written there is the company which is operating Palladium network project. And if you check the company name in government public registry of Czech Republic, you can find the same information there, and you can find my name as director of the company.
Right. Okay. And what I would add to that is I've worked with projects where the team are public. And the project has still failed, either because you know, they ran out of money, or the business didn't take off. You know, it was a genuine, honest venture that failed, because a lot of startup businesses fail, or the team were public and they turned out to be scammers anyway. So there's no guarantee, right? And then there's other projects where the team have been public or they haven't been public, and the project has endured and grown and grown and grown and grown. So the key thing here for people watching this is there are no guarantees. Even with gold and Bitcoin, there are no guarantees. So do your own due diligence. Don't put in any more than you can afford to lose. That's always the case. But what you're saying, Christoph, it's very, very interesting. I am personally very interested, and we'll be taking a look at this.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to let us know?
Yes, I would like to say regarding our smart contracts that all of them are audited. We are outsourcing to one audit company which has like good name in public. Yeah, I'm trying to find its name so I can share it for people to know, but yeah, I think I won't be able to now. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, but people can find out through your Telegram group or X or on the website or whatever, but it is audited. Now, I got to say, even with the auditing, people still need to be, you know, in all fairness, because there are no guarantees, right? Because you might have done a deal with the auditors might be crooked themselves, or they might have made a mistake, right? You know, they're human. So again, don't put in any more than you can afford to lose. I mean, that's what I did when I bought Bitcoin back in 2013. Although I wish I'd sold the house, the wife, and the children and everything then, knowing what I know now, right? But the contract is open source, which means anybody who's got any sort of understanding of programming can have a look through the contract. And I imagine, it's just occurred to me, Christoph, that people can actually copy the code and run it through an AI.
Yes,
That
exactly.
could then tell them whether there's any flaws or bugs or whatever.
Yeah, but
Assuming that the AI is accurate, because that could also make mistakes.
exactly. Like AI is usually very accurate, but as you say, it's not 100%.
Yes, not at all 100%. And I just remembered a friend of mine bought some silver bars. Silver, pretty good. It's solid. It's physical. Been around for thousands of years. These silver bars turned out to be magnetic.
No.
So it wasn't real silver.
Okay.
There you go, right? So even with something like silver or gold, you got to be careful. All right. Christoph, anything else you want to let us know?
I would just like to invite everybody interested in the project to join our Discord. We are speaking there about the project. We have very engaged community, so yeah, if someone wants to know more about us, just join us on Discord.
Yes. Well, I got to say, I'm just working through 0.07. Hold on a second. So I've just worked this out. That if somebody had bought $1,000 worth when it was 0.007, like 0.7 of a cent, that $1,000 in March to July, 4 months later, would be worth $128,000.
Yes.
Wow. Now, past performance is no guarantee. But if it continues growing at that rate, given the buybacks and the success of the arbitrage bot, as you say, and people can see on the website, it might be worth a little punt for people. Not investment advice. Okay, Christoph. Anything else you want to let us know?
No, I think we mentioned. Yes, we mentioned everything.
We did, didn't we? We did. Listen, I really, really appreciate it. Look forward to having you back on and following how this project goes. Anybody who's watching, please check it out. I'll have all the links in the description below. Join their Discord. Follow them on X. Check out the website. Have a look at the white paper. And don't forget to subscribe and share and all that business. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Christoph signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.